What's good, guys? This is here. You already saw the live stream last night, so let's get into it. Robot, you deserve your downfall that's happening right now. Every bad thing that's happening to you right now, you deserve it. Not only for defending a 445 because you want to get with them, but for the simple fact that you wronged so many of your quote-unquote friends in the past, they have a right to come out and talk about how you screwed up. It's crazy how years ago, you wanted to talk about the story of Icarus when you were talking about somebody. Ain't that ironic? I think you forgot about the real moral of the story of Icarus. Arrogance can lead to a man's downfall. And Robot, you've been so arrogant for a long time, you haven't even noticed how much you're about to fall. Now, you're realizing that everything you've built up is going to go away. And it deserves to go away. There is no, I'm going to take a break and come back. You're not going to come back from this, Robot. Especially after all the things you've done to your friends. Even before this whole Cindy Bear, Chaba Bear, fucking Hershey's Herbo, whatever the hell her name is. Before all this happened. This was a long time coming, Robot.
I also can't get help from people like Lio, Peaches, and Doodletones. The last two left YouTube and Lio's reputation is in the dirt.
I've been there for you. I've done it for years now. You didn't even have the decency to come to me about this because I was, and I quote, canceled, which means somehow my information means nothing. That is not treating me like a friend, Jar. That's treating me like an asset.
Don't worry, there's more where that came from.
I constantly defended everywhere. Even trying to intercept other creators messing with you for your benefit. Because I cared about you. You didn't. You are the only person, Jar, who and you did the next day, to your credit, but in the messages, when Peaches pulled their stunt, I literally told you, kind of want to die. You didn't think that was indicative of anything? Because I was supposed to be a friend. I thought I was. Clearly not. Clearly I'm just a tool to be used whenever you get in hot water. I have had to learn a lot of things in this one of which I somehow...
I tried, though.
Did you?
I tried when it came to Akumu and Kai to get you to sit down, and I was going to be the middleman with you two, and I was with Akumu, and
I don't care about being a middleman.
You've become so self-absorbed over the years that you don't even realize that you're actually the villain of your own story. And the simple fact that apparently your last drama video you were gonna do before this whole thing popped off in your face was another video on T-Mob's boss, which was someone you've always made rants about in your past. This dude has a dead channel. He can't do anything to you. He has no pull, and you know he doesn't have a pull. So the simple fact that you were gonna make another video on him is basically kicking a man while he's down. Especially the fact that even though he has 100k subs, he averages around the same exact views as I do. That's not making just a rant video on someone. That's literally stomping on someone where they have no pull in the fight. That's your personality, Jar. That's always been your personality. And us as fans have been blind to it. But it's so funny how a lot of your clips that you said in the past are now very, very aged poorly. Like this one right here.
And now it's time for my closing statements on this whole thing. Sonic 93, you pretty much got off scot-free a year ago. But now that you dug this old drama back up, the nostalgia goggles people have for your old videos are quickly breaking. People say that Sonic 93's content has gone downhill, but if you look at her videos on Akai and Yoshi with a critical eye, you will see just how bad they really are. She went after Akai for petty reasons, and she slandered Yoshi. And this whole year-long drama is over a fictional hedgehog from one of the worst video games ever. Let that sink in. Some of you may believe that Sonic 93 doesn't deserve all the hate she's getting. All she did was make a bad video. But you guys need to understand this. She has gotten away with this behavior for years. And yeah, she might be grateful to people who defend her for now, but as you can see with how she treated Amy Chan in Dumbsville, well, you know how the old saying goes, with friends like these, who needs enemies?
Oh, the irony is just so beautiful in all this. I didn't want to take joy in doing this a few days ago, but now I really don't care. Again, I'll say this until the cows come home and until the end of time. You deserve all of this. You've done this multiple times. You've become the people you ranted about, the people you've exposed, the people you tried to play hero. But I said something in my live last night, and I want to reverberate what I said. You and me aren't so different. The only difference is I don't try to pretend to play the hero. You did, Jar. Now that I've gotten older, I've seen a lot of your old videos and I've seen this situation. The truth is, you always wanted to act like you were the hero, but you only did it for notoriety. You wanted to do it for more friends or business opportunities and networking. You only did it just so people can call you popular. You didn't do it because you felt something was right. But now, all that arrogance built up, and what you've done the greatest mistake ever, and that was defend a 445 for dumb reasons. What's so funny is, now, you've lost your girl. Because there's no way someone's gonna date you and you did something like that. It's not the fact that you were attempting to cheat on her. You try to do it with a 445! That is the most dumbest thing I have ever seen anyone do this whole entire year. And this year is damn near over. And I've seen so many people do the most dumbest stuff and be down bad for the dumbest of reasons. Jar, I really do want to slap the shit out of you. You grew too big for your own self. You became way too confident in things you do. You are just as bad as the dumb motherfucker I talked about weeks ago! You're just as stupid as he is. Both of you are just as dumb as each other. You're gonna lose everything. Now your roommate probably has a problem with you. Your girlfriend definitely has a problem with you. Your family definitely has a problem with you. This ain't no crash out. There's nothing to explain. So I'm waiting, Jar. All of us are waiting for you to go ahead and make that little explanation video. Cause there's no explaining. You were caught with your pants down, booty up in the wind. There's nothing to explain. All you gotta do is just make your video and say, yeah, I did that. I made a big ass mistake. And there is no break to take from YouTube, Jar. You think you could just take a break and walk away from all this? No. There is no break. You're done. It's the end of your legacy, Jar. It sucks to see this. It's so very, very demoralizing to see someone as you, the reputation you used to have. You had a channel that reached 100K. You got hacked out of your channel, so you had to start from scratch. So you had to get that 100K back, and you did. We were with you, Jar. We saw you get your 100K back, and then 100 plus more. The difference between me making this video and everyone else that's making a video on you is those are people who just always hated you, Jar. I'm making a video as a person who was your fan, seeing this end like this. And I want all the people who are currently jumping Jar, if you're watching this video, everyone who's currently making a video on Jar and jumping him, stop for a second. The reason I want you guys to stop for a second is I'm selfish right now. I want to be the killing blow. Because again, everyone that's making a video on you, Jar, they're just people who always hated you and waited for a moment like this. And they have a right to jarp on you and take you down. But I want to be the final shot. I said it on my live, and I'll say it here. Here's a final lesson for you, Jar. Since this is basically the end of your career. So as I'm loading this bullet up, I want you to know something. You never hear the shot that takes you down. See you, Space Cowboy.